Good morning, Atlanta, and all of our viewers across the state of Georgia. Welcome to 5 Days of Strides Week to celebrate the American Cancer Society making strides against breast cancer, presented by Independent Insurance Agents for a Cure and powered by Supreme. I'm Rebecca Capel, a longtime supporter and volunteer with the American Cancer Society. Of course, I would prefer to be with everyone right now in person at Centennial Olympic Park preparing to walk, but a little distance is not going to keep us from celebrating and fighting back against breast cancer this week. We have 5 days of strides celebrating you, so keep joining us each day on Facebook Live as we celebrate survivors, our sponsors, and Making Strides teams, and most importantly, helping us fund the future of breast cancer research. Let's hear from our Making Strides Against Breast Cancer presenting sponsor, Independent Insurance Agents for a Cure, powered by Supreme. We are so grateful for their investment in our mission.
Hello, my name is John LeMay, and I'm the president of Supreme. Supreme is proud to support the fight against breast cancer. Because of the pandemic, how we give back this fall looks different, but our commitment to the fight against breast cancer remains the same. Over the past 10 years, Supreme, with the support of our independent agency partners, has donated over $500,000 to breast cancer awareness and research. We cannot thank our agencies enough for not only trusting us with their business, but working with us to support this incredible cause.
Right now, more than ever, the American Cancer Society needs our help. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we missed out on so many fun events, but as you all know, we are not going to let this pandemic stop us from raising much-needed funds to continue that life-saving cancer research. Let's learn more about how the American Cancer Society continues the fight even during COVID-19.
For the first time in our history, our mission to save lives and to celebrate lives in the face of cancer is at risk. Because we can't walk outside together, it's harder than ever to fight together. And when we can't come together, we give cancer a chance to gain ground. That's why we need your help. Donate today to the American Cancer Society and help us fund the critical services our patients need right now.
This year's virtual week would not be possible without the support from our sponsors who have really stepped up as leaders for our Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. And before we hear from a few of them, you now have the chance to join us in the fight by donating right now. It is super duper easy. Just text the number you see at the very bottom of your screen or go right to our website and donate at makingstrideswalk.org/AtlantaGA. And remember, every single donation, no matter how big, how small, it is a huge step in our fight for a world without breast cancer. Thank you so much for joining us on our first day of 5 Days of Strides, and be sure to come back here tomorrow, same time, same place, to hear stories of hope from breast cancer survivors. I love that. Now let's hear from some of our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Suzanne, and I am with RICO USA. I've been partnering with the American Cancer Society now for 7 years. And I got involved because a very close friend and dear coworker of mine was diagnosed with breast cancer. And it was our way to support her as she was going through her fight. And over the last few years, we've done a variety of different awareness events and fundraising events. Which probably our largest event is the Puttin' on the Pink. It's a golf tournament that's hosted by RICO, and all of the proceeds go to Making Strides Against Breast Cancer.
Hi, my name is Audrey Fry with CBRE. I have had the pleasure of serving on the Atlanta Leadership Board of the American Cancer Society since January of this year. Cancer has impacted so many of us in so many different ways that I'm extremely fortunate and passionate about serving in this capacity. One of the most incredible ways that I get to give back to the community is by volunteering at the Hope Lodge.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today in support of Making Strides. I'm Dr. Eric Rees-Punya and I'm a researcher at ACS. Today I'm here to show you a couple stretches that you can do from home. And I'd like to point out that it's good to do these types of static stretches when you've warmed up the muscles already a little bit. So maybe after you've taken a little walk or done a few jumping jacks. You could even really do these stretches after your workout. I also like to do stretches in pairs, first working the front side and then working the back side. So for today, we're going to stretch the hip flexors, which are the front of the hip, and the hip extensors, the back of the hip. So let's start with one of my favorite stretches, which is the eagle. So we're going to start this by laying on our stomachs. And we're going to lay our left arm out to the side with the palm facing down. I'm going to use my right arm to twist out, and this is a little bonus stretch in the chest. And I'm going to take my right foot, bring it back behind me so that I get a nice stretch here in my hip flexors. You can hold this stretch for about 20 seconds and then release and go to the other side. Next, I'll show you how to stretch the other side of that with what is called a modified eagle pose. So we're going to go ahead and set up our legs like this so that we've got the sole of our foot right up against our thigh. We're going to sit up nice and tall. It's okay if both your hips aren't meeting the ground, but try and get them as close as you can. We're going to lean over to the front leg and just slowly bend at the hips until you feel a nice stretch in the back side, the hip extensors. Some of you may be able to get all the way to the ground. Some of you may even be able to get your forehead to the ground. Wherever you meet yourself is okay as long as you feel a good stretch. A stretch should never hurt. It should feel pretty good. And again, you can hold that for 20 seconds and then go to the other side.